Hey everyone, welcome to Pipes, Tobacco, and Whiskey. So today, as promised, we are going to give you our impressions on the new McBaren Latakia rolls.
Yep.
Okay? So, of course, this is McBaren blend, and I'm going to tell you right up front that there was only 7,500 tins of this made. As of today, pipes and cigars, tobacco pipes.
Smoking Joe. No, Cup of Joe's.
I don't know if Cup of Joe's had it, but Boswell's did have it as well. So if you get online now and order you some, you may be able to get some of this still. But it is going to sell out pretty quickly because smoking pipes is already out of it.
Yep.
So this is considered to be an English blend. We'll talk about that as we get into it. It contains Kentucky, Latakia, and Virginias. No flavorings, although they do use a maple sugar binding, which is as they're laying all these leaves on one on top of the other, they're using a little bit of maple sugar to bind those together to make a curly cut, which this is a curly cut.
Yeah.
Or some people call them bullseye, like a bullseye flake. Coins.
That's what I call them.
Yeah, but that's they call it a curly cut.
That
comes in 3 point. Yeah.
I didn't know. That's pretty cool. That it's called curly cut.
Yeah.
I can see where they get that from.
It starts in a rope form, and
Yeah,
then they
and
come
then they
through and they cut it up. Yeah.
Well, and they do it a little different. They pack their ropes on top too.
Yeah,
So
and
they have it in
we're
like
going
a
to give
kit.
you in this video. We're going to give you a link where you can go watch Per George Jensen go through the process of how to load your pipe with curly cuts and how they make it. So it's really cool.
It's a really informative episode. I mean, it changed the way I smoke coin tobaccos.
Well, and it's not very long. 7 minutes
7
long.
minutes long. It's
not
really
that
good.
long. Comes in 3.5 ounce tins, made in Denmark. The strength on this is about moderate. The flavoring is extremely mild. The taste is medium. So let's jump right into this. So Nathan, how did you like the tin note on this one?
Man, let's go ahead and crack it open. This is tin number 622 out of 7,500.
Yeah, I got mine early.
Yeah. You get the Latakia forward, but it's very toned down. I really get a lot of these Virginias, this fermented Virginia, the tart and tangy smells, as well as a little bit of maple. This was a very pleasant note for me. And that was my first step to, I think, kind of working with you on the same idea. I don't know how it's classified as in English. The tin note makes it go, oh, great, maybe.
I'm not sure the quantity of Latakia that they used. In the description of the blend, they say that they used a good portion of Latakia. I don't get a whole lot of smokiness. I get a touch of smokiness in here, but I get grass. I get sugar.
Yeah.
I get just a very light barbecue kind of scent to it, But I get some honey. I get some earthiness. A little bit of dark fruit like dried fig in there or something like that. It's really interesting. To me, it doesn't smell like an English at all.
Just the Latakia. That's about it. And it's very mild.
It's a delicious tin note. It really is. It's very, very nice. But to me, it smells more like a Virginia. More like a Virginia than it does a Latakia.
Yeah, me too. And with that little maple additive and the sugariness to it, it smells like almost borderline English aromatic almost.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the taste. What do you think?
Oh, God, this one. I want to say, in earlier episodes, I think I might have dogged on McBaren before. Because I had always said, McBaren's one of those smokes you get when you first start smoking because you smoke their aromatics and then you realize what smoking really is and you put away McBaren.
I'm going to disagree with you on that.
The last couple times we have done a review on a McBaren on this channel, I have been stuffing my shoe in my mouth very, very quickly. Because their HH line is amazing. I haven't tried a tobacco on that line that's bad yet. And this that just came out, I am incredibly pleased with this blend. I love it. This is just a great taste, and I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it near as much if I didn't watch that episode on how to pack the curly cut into.
Please make sure that if you get some of this, that you go and watch that link.
Yes.
Watch that video from Per George Jensen. And this is not in their HH line.
Mm-mm.
This is not in their HH line, but it is absolutely delicious.
Oh, it is, and I mean the can, I mean because it's dark labeled, it's dark line.
Let me.
It looks like just looking at it from a distance without reading it. To me, it looks like it's part of their HH
Yeah,
line.
the lighting on this. There it goes. There we go. The artwork on this is just really cool.
It's
I like
just-
it. It kind of looks like it's old fashioned.
Yeah.
And it's not, but it's really cool. And I'm going to show them the coins here in a little bit too. But the things that I get, here's a couple of things that I get from the taste on this one. First of all, the Virginias are sweet.
Oh man,
There's a lot of sweetness to the Virginias. It's a spicy sweet, almost like a vapor.
yeah,
It's very reminiscent to me of a vapor. The Kentucky kind of gives it that spicy kick,
Yep.
and the Virginias that they use gives it a sweetness. It has some sourness to it, a little tart,
Yeah.
It has a little bit of floral taste to it. The smokiness from the Latakias are way back, at least in my opinion.
yeah,
They are
way back in the
way back in the back. So it's very difficult for me to pull those Latakia flavors out of it. But it is very tasty.
No, I'm telling you, I enjoy this one so much. Just getting the forward flavors of the Virginias and the Kentuckys coming through in that sweetness, and then it's like eating a sweet and spicy barbecue sandwich or something like that.
Now
Like
that
just slathering it on there and just smoking it. You get that smokiness, a little bit of the tangy. Man, there's
You know
all
what
that
this tastes
flavor.
like? This tastes like, now that I'm sitting here and kind of thinking about it and going through the process of all the flavors, this is very similar to Peter Heinrich's Dark Strong, and pretty similar to the Orlick Kentucky Dark Strong, or the Kentucky Dark.
Yeah,
It's very, very similar to those.
both very good tobaccos, both also very hard to get as well.
Yeah, but that's what this kind of reminds me of. I wanted to show you the coins, so I'm going to pull this out a little bit and open it up, and the way it comes. And when we come to talk about prices,
Yeah.
we'll kind of break it down, but you can kind of see there what those coins, and I'm sorry about the lighting, but you can kind of see what those coins look like. It has a nice dark center,
Yes.
lots of Virginia around it. That center is actually mostly Kentucky.
Yeah.
It's not Latakia. So you're getting quite a variation of, and the coins are
pretty solid coins.
pretty good. And the method that I'm using right now is the method that Per George
Jensen.
uses
Yeah.
in his video, which is you stack the coins, fold it in the center, kind of twist it a little bit, and then stuff
Work
it in.
them in, yeah. And my particular pipe, the one that I'm smoking out of, I had to do that twice. Because the bowl's long enough to fit in 2 layers of those coins.
So you kind of did one layer and then you stacked another one
Yes.
on top of that.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
So that's one thing that makes me worry about this blend is, with flake tobaccos, I tend to burn through those tins much faster than I would my ribbon cut.
Well, the good news on that though, this tin is a larger tin. It's
Much larger tin.
3.5 ounces. So
Yes.
it's like a 10.5 almost.
Yes, yes. So it's much nicer to have that, but this once again puts me into the realm of a lot of the pipes that I enjoy smoking it in. I'm shoving 6 to 7 coins in that pipe just for one smoke. Granted, it lasts longer, much more mature and rich taste. The bowl lasts me longer through the day, but I feel like I'm burning through the tobacco. So that's going to be my one default, is I feel like I'm going to burn through a can much faster.
Absolutely. I agree with you. So, got anything else you want to add with the taste?
Gosh, man, this is just...
There's just a pleasant sweetness.
Just such a... And it's not overpowering
It's a
sweetness.
balance. Sweetness versus smokiness, or
Yeah.
sweetness versus spiciness.
And it is such a very well thought out balance, because sometimes when you add sweetness, it overpowers the entire smoke, makes it goopy. This one, I can say I have just a little bit of dawdle at the bottom, but that's it. And that's at the very bottom. That's when I've gotten down to the very last bits of my smoke, and there's just a little dawdle.
Some might say that sweetness may be coming from the binder that they're using, that maple sugar, but I don't get any maple at all.
No, I think honestly the sweetness is
I think it's from the Virginias.
The Virginias and the Kentuckys.
Yeah.
To me, they've got, I mean, because the way Kentuckys are made on their own already is just dry fired sugared Kentuckys for the most part. They cure them kind of like they cure all other things. All Kentucky
and the pressing, the twisting of the rope, and the pressing also kind of gets that sugars to start activating, especially when you're crushing those cell structures, and that tobacco's beginning to open up. All right, well, then what do you think about the room note?
This is where I get the maple. This is where
Really?
yes. Because you lit up right before I was done packing my pipe, and just your room note made my mouth salivate. I was so eager to just light the bowl up. I was finishing packing it, and I smelled his room note, and I went, oh, okay, let's go a little faster. Come on, I need to get to this smoke. That's where I get the maple. And it's not like Autumn Evening from C&D, where the whole thing smells like maple sugar and pancakes and stuff. This is a very sweetened, controlled, but there's also that smokiness to it. And I really think that's what makes it so much better as a English aromatic than any other smokes I've had. This is what I was looking for all summer, when I was looking for a sweet but smoky and full smoke with no black Cavendish. This was it. It just came out next year. That was the thing. It just came out next year.
I get more smoky than I do any kind of maple hit. I do get a slight sweetness from the room note. It does. It's very light, and it lingers a little bit.
Yes.
But it is very pleasant to me.
Yeah. Very pleasant.
What did you think about the moisture?
Now, here's the thing that I don't know. For me, typically, and now this is the thing, comparing it to a ribbon cut, I think it's a little moist.
Feel that. To me, it is a slightly moist.
Now, I don't want this to dry out, because the minute it does, when I try and pack the flake in there, or when I try and pack the coin in there the way it is, it's going to crumble.
I think it's got to be a little bit moist to be able to do that process.
That's why I personally think it's a little too moist, but I don't want it to change at all, because I want it to retain its full cohesiveness, I guess.
So I've smoked this 3 different ways. I've smoked it straight out of the tin, folded, like the video suggests. I've smoked it where I've let it, where I've rubbed it out and packed it and smoked it. And I did not enjoy it that way. It smoked way too hot. I smoke the way I like it the best is I will load my pipe and I will set my pipe down for an hour. And
that's interesting.
And come back to it. Delicious.
Okay, I might try that.
Delicious. Man. It's very good that way.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm suggesting. If you want to get the best, for me, the best smoke available from that.
Yeah.
And I like it better in medium-sized bowls. Big bowls, it's difficult to keep lit. Smaller bowls, it tends to get hot just a little bit more.
Yeah.
So a medium-sized bowl. This is a Castello 4K. It's probably a group size 4. So that's about where I like to go with this. What do you think about the nicotine?
This is about a moderate nicotine hit. I mean, there's nothing really huge about this one hitting you too heavy. I think honestly it would be considered an all-day smoke up into that. With the level of the nicotine, the smoke enjoyment, the room note, I would say this is an all-day smoke.
The only reason why I wouldn't do it as an all day is because it's so hard to get.
Yeah, that's what's going to kill me on the rating too.
Yeah, I don't think I would smoke it all day simply because I want to stash it and save it for special occasions.
Yeah, because that's what it is now. Is because they said we're only making X number of tins of these. My heart dropped because I was like, dang it, I don't get to smoke this.
Well, I can tell you this. I just got my pipes, and I ordered it twice. I ordered once from Smoking Pipes, and those tins were in the 600s.
Yeah.
I ordered it from Pipes and Cigars. I got it in probably about 3 or 4 days ago, and those were in the 2000s. Now,
Ooh.
but you have to also remember that distribution has been sent out to we don't know how many different online stores and brick and mortar stores.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I wouldn't take the chance. If you want to try this, you need to get on it.
Yeah.
And do it as soon as possible. All right. Couple other things. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Moderate is about what I'm thinking. The Kentucky gives it a little bit of a hit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but for the most part, it's a moderate. A couple of things I'm getting out of this. There's really no bite. It's not very harsh. The coins, if you're one of those people that like to break those apart, the coins break apart pretty easy.
Yeah.
It burns pretty well. I'm having to do several relights simply because of the moisture content.
Yeah, me too.
The flavors are not consistent, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Because of the nature of coins, where you've got your dark material in the middle, and you've got your Virginias kind of wrapping around it, and then the Latakias are thrown in there, dispersed kind of, throughout that. So you're getting kind of the smoke changes a little bit as you go through it. When I get down to the bottom of the bowl, there is a little bit of moisture, but not too bad. And like I said, I'm going to add the link to the video, the YouTube video that Per George does to show you how to load these things, and it's really interesting. It's really some good information.
Well, it's a nice little tour of how they do the tobacco too. Like you think you're just getting an informative video on how to load your pipe with the coin, but there's much more to it, and it's quite an enjoyable little video.
All right, so like we said, it comes in 3.5 ounce tins.
Yep.
There's only 7,500 of these tins available. Breaks down to about $5.96 an ounce, which is pretty good. I've seen per ounce breakdowns to $8, $8.50,
on some
even
things
$9
that we didn't even like.
Yeah, so this is pretty good. And again, you can get this at right now. You can get it at pipesandscigars.com. You can get it at tobaccopipes.com. You can get it at boswellpipes.com. If you do a Google search or whatever for that, you're going to find several places that probably still have it available. So, but I would not wait if this is something you're wanting to try.
Nope, you need to get one now.
Get on it. All right, well, then it comes down to, what do we think about it? What's our final thoughts?
Oh, man. So this is the one that troubles me. Just sticking to my standards of, availability versus enjoyability is what really kicks it up the notch from the 4-shot to the 5-shot scale for me. That's what changes the nature of whether this is a 4 or 5. Because I have a lot of smokes that are in that 4-shot range just because they taste good. But they don't go up into the 5 because I just can't get my hands on them. And I think that's where this one rests. I want to give it a 5. I want you guys to know that. I enjoy this smoke that much. I can't because I can't get my hands on it. So I'm going to stick with a 4.5 on this one. I'm giving it more than just the 4 on a leg up, but it's because I enjoy it that much.
Okay. I like the taste.
Yeah.
It's a good smoke. I don't get Latakia. And for it to be called Latakia rolls,
Yeah.
subconsciously I'm thinking, okay, there's going to be a good amount of smokiness to it. I'm an English lover. This is going to be right up my alley. That part of it was a little bit of a disappointment.
Well, and it plays off of its McBaren's counterpart, Latakia Flake, which is your favorite.
Well, it's one of my favorites, and
Yeah.
it's absolutely got Latakia in it.
Yeah.
It's no there, and they do not compare.
No.
There is no comparison between the two at all.
No, this one is definitely more Virginia forward than Latakia.
Now, saying that, it's a very pleasant smoke. I enjoy it. It's easy to load. The price is really good. I'm going to give it a 4.
So we round up, or
I'll let you call that one.
I'm gonna round it up because I think it's a good smoke, and it's a crying shame that this is only 7,500. So, Sir George,
Well, they do that on purpose.
Yeah, per George, if you come to our channel and you actually see that, make more. I don't care if you give it to the rest of everybody, just for me.
Yeah. Okay. So 4.5.
Yep.
4.5 for McBaren's Latakia rolls. Yeah, get out there and order some of this if you can. And I'm interested to see what it's going to be like a year from now, 2 years. I bought a tin. I've got 5 tins that are cellaring, and I'm going to open one each year and see how it progresses and see what it does.
Maybe we're lucky. Maybe they come out with it once a year.
I think so. I think this is going to be a popular one. I think
they would be.
And I think that probably this will be one of those yearly things, just like Sutliff's Kringle Flake or something like that.
Yeah, they know it's a limited run, but it is a difficult process for them to do it. So I can understand why they only make so much at a time.
All right, so next week we are going to do a video that kind of unwraps the pressing that we did. If you'll go back and look a couple of weeks ago, we did a video on how to press loose tobaccos, and we're going to show you how we unravel that out of the press. We won't smoke it right then because after we take it out, it's been inside that Ziploc bag for so long, and all of those fluids, that moisture is compressed in there. It's still a little wet, so usually what I do after that is I'll just drop it in the jar for a week or so, and then smoke some. So we'll show you how to unravel that, and then the week after that we can do our smoke comparison.
All right.
You got anything else you want to share?
No. Just continue to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We're coming up with some good smokes at the start of this year. We've had some very good smokes in this, and most of them have been new blends that have come out. So if you guys have some true and told oldies, guys, things that have just been around for a long time that we haven't tried yet, let us know. Let us know how old they are. That way we can put them in our list.
This thing is getting sweeter as it goes down.
Yes, it does. It's so good.
I want to do, we're going to do here pretty quickly, the new, it's not extremely new, it came out in November, but we're going to do Cup of Joe's 24th anniversary number 24 Balkan cake or is it Balkan cake? Balkan flake, Balkan cake.
Yeah.
But we're going to do that here pretty soon too. So, but then we've got some that you guys have suggested as well that we're going to do as well. All right. Well, guys, we thank you very much. Hope you got a little something out of this video. Make sure you go see the video that's linked to this so that you can see how to stuff that in your pipe. It's really information, and I subscribe to his channel too.
Yeah,
he actually does 2 versions of all these videos. He does a German version and then a English version.
That's pretty cool.
So yeah, and it's really, really informative. So cool. All right, well, then if there's nothing else, thanks guys for watching. We do appreciate you, and don't forget,
make all your piping moments count.
We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.